Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow believers, my brothers and sisters in Christ. Come on, new Carhartt shirt. Let's go, guys. We are currently on the cut. As you know, we are, I think, around 206, 207. We started at 225, believe it or not. Maybe I look a little less fat. Maybe not. Maybe I still look like a fat you fill in the blank. But yeah, we still got, I'd say, like 10 pounds or so to go, guys. Still want to be thick, lean, strong. Don't want to be, really, I don't want to go under 200. I think as a man, like, we got to have girth to us, guys. You heard that? We need girth to us. We need some weight to us. We need some circumference to us because yeah, man, we want to be physically threatening. Not because we want to ever look for trouble, but look, buddy, you are the provider and the protector of your family. When you are a thick boy, it just becomes easier to just maul your way through life. Can I get an amen in the chat? Anyways, guys, with that said, it's pretty bright out, so excuse me, the squinty eyes. My family's actually in town. My mother is in town. We're having our baby shower. There's that light. We're having our baby shower, guys, tomorrow for my child, Christian. Wife is around 7.5 months pregnant. All is good, guys. All is good. And in today's video, I wanted to speak on kind of this. I believe I titled it or something along the lines of really just dealing with the spiritual pressure and responsibility and expectation as a Christian man in 2026, guys. I saw a reel the other day. Hopefully the shot is not way too overexposed. If it is, it'll get darker in a sec. And this reel said, it was kind of like satire, like kind of comedy. He was you know, almost you know, those reels that are like so funny, but they're so true, like almost like depressingly true. And he was saying, get a job, do this, don't do this, buy a house, mortgage, this, pay off that, green grass, front lawn, do we have this, enough for the kid, come back here, how's mental health, go to therapy, don't do this, read Bible, come here, and he went on for like 4 minutes, and everything he hit was true. And I think really, I just want this video to document my experience going through this so I can look back on this. Maybe this can let you guys know. And I want to make it very clear here too before I move forward. This channel is never and will never be a channel of complaining. I refuse to do that. I refuse as a Christian man. I see a lot of guys, new guys kind of popping up in this space that just complain. Have you guys noticed that in the red pill space? A lot of red pilled YouTubers, all they do is complain. Complain about how life isn't fair for men, how women are this, oh woe is me. It's a victim mindset. And of course they're not Christian, guys, okay? We are born again, Bible believing men, all right? We don't complain. We don't complain. We just embrace it. We just take it on the chin. We breathe, we give it to God, and we just go. We plow, you understand? So anyways, guys, dealing with the spiritual pressures of Christian man, there's been a lot, and there is a lot as a man, guys. You need to understand this, and this is why, my friends, I will harp on this to the day I die, why your Paularch is so important. If you guys cannot, in that season, 1 to 3 years, heck, you know what? Could be 5 years. If you cannot fully embrace being single alone, growing your spiritual frame, growing your spiritual receipts, we're talking about paying off debts, getting those finances, purging old spiritual beliefs and, for lack of better terms, demons, strongholds, right? Insecurities, growing in the word, growing our spiritual maturity, being decisive, saying no, being that lion, right? In the lion phase, all right? If you can't do that for X amount of years, you're cooked when you get to the next map pack. I am telling you guys right now, as a married man, a father, kids coming in a couple months, house being built, working 3 jobs, but sometimes 4, and the amount that like society will expect from you as a man, it's a lot. It's a lot. And what do we do as men? We don't crumble. We don't run from it. That's what the red-pilled betas do. They run from responsibility. They run from challenge. And take it from me, I was in that industry. I was never like a degenerate like that, but that was my old channel, self-developed. I was in the red-pilled industry. I was kind of put there. I guess that's where the algorithm put me. We don't do that, guys. Red pill's male feminism. It takes no accountability. It's all whatever makes this guy happy, right? I don't know if you guys saw the recent debate with Andrew Wilson and Richard Cooper, right? I'm not a huge fan of Andrew Wilson, although he's very good at philosophy, epistemology, things like that. And he cooked Richard Cooper so bad. Richard Cooper is the entrepreneurs guy, the entrepreneurs in cars. And the only reason I bring this up is because you saw 2 worldviews clashing of just like a overgrown man child who's just been hurt by his ex-wife or whatever it is, and they choose to be bitter. Or Coach Greg Adams, Andrew Wilson cooked him too, right? These red pill clowns that are just male feminism, me. You know, I'm never gonna get married. I'm never gonna have any kids. Women are all bad. And just what a cowardice man, because what these guys are doing is they're saying, well, I could never get married because there's a little bit of risk involved. And it's like, bro, are you not a high value man that is able to move forward with risk? Everything in life is risk, guys. And that's why I'll make many more videos in the future. Man, you better pick a good woman, guys. And that happens if and when you've done your Paul Lark. Stop watching the goofy Christian dating YouTubers who encourage you guys to get on dating apps. You think you're gonna find your wife on a dating app, man? Could it happen? Sure, it could happen. There's a very small chance. But realistically, it will be a product or a fruit of the sentiment you proceed from. Why are you on the dating app, man? Are you on it because you truly believe you're Matthew 6:33 on your Paul Lark, fully serving God? Or are you on it because you're lonely and your dick's talking, right? Don't BS yourself. Stop lying. You maybe can fool the goofy Christian YouTubers. You cannot fool me. I've been there, all right? And I'm telling you guys right now, please, as men, I say this with love, build your frame. Do not rush this. I promise you guys this. I'm talking about a ton of things here in this video. I or you will be able to sustain the marriage, the child, the house, the jobs, the finances, the spiritual pressure, the ministry, the spiritual attacks, right? You will be able to sustain that if you've built your foundation. That's why I never say like, this is not too much, guys. It's just another day in the life, man. This is just a, what do they say, right? Same-ish, different day, right? Like same demon. It's the same thing, man. You compete powerlifting, you do your competition. You're used to that pressure, man. We thrive in this pressure. Okay, you know what? It ain't a powerlifting competition. Now it's just a fatherhood competition, right? I'm being facetious, I'm kind of joking, but you get what I mean, right? And maybe I'll make a video on that too, but Christian men, like, you should love pressure. I believe that was my last video. It spoke about on how you should be afraid as a Christian man. As men, we should love the spiritual pressure. Spiritual pressure builds us as men. And I'm telling you guys this, a lot of Christian men, due to negligence, due to who you guys watch, due to just not being taught, and I don't even fully blame all you guys. I mean, I do, because you're in the age of the internet, you know, so there's no excuse, right? It's like someone saying, like, how do I lose weight? It's like, bro, you got ChatGPT. Like, there's no excuse at this point. How do I make money online? How do I do, bro, come on, okay? But so many of these guys have not built their frame. They're not teaching you guys to build your frame. And I'm telling you, I'm looking you dead in the eye, if your frame is weak, your tower will crumble. I promise you. I can promise you guys, and I don't want this. Jesus himself says, he who listens to these words, right? The gospel, discipleship, the word of God is like building his house upon the rock. You understand? The rock, the immovable object, right? Jesus being the cornerstone. And when the storm comes, what happens to that rock, man? It stays firm. You've built a foundation. But he who doesn't listen to this, just wants to live out into the world, listen to his flesh, listen to this, listen to goofy this, yada, 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 is like a man who has built his house upon the sand. Heck, you know what? I'll be honest with you guys. It may work right now. Heck, your house may look like from the outside, hey, that's a good house. It's standing. You know, it's doing okay. No problem. What do you mean? You guys are just a bunch of bigots building your house on the rock like Noah in the ark. What are you doing, man? The flood ain't going to come. It's not going to storm. You guys are stupid. Wasting all your time. You're on your Paul Lark. You're doing this. You know, you're taking the longer approach, right? Oh, man, that's not fun. We want something flashy and quick, right? I promise you, the storm will come. And when it comes, you're cooked. And just don't come crying and blaming us, because we ain't going to let you in our house. Sorry, doors closed. Bye-bye. Right? Maybe let him in. Right? Maybe let him in. Unless, like, Noah, he's like, hey, I can't, man. Right? Sorry, no more room. And that's kind of what it comes down to, guys. I hope you guys can learn a lot through this channel. This is just me really documenting what I'm going through and learning as a man. A flawed, very flawed man, but just, we try, guys, right? That's all it is as a man. It's not about being perfect, because you never will be. You will never be perfect. Even to society's standards. This is a side tangent, but there's a little bit of advice for you guys. You need to do the best you can in God's eyes, not man's eyes. Because no matter what, and this is the difference between discipleship channels and the red pill industry, red pill, or just secular self-improvement, is an ever-changing, ever-ebbing barometer of success. In fact, they can't even quantify what success means. One day it's having a father, it's raising a family. A YouTuber that comes to mind, and you know, I have no beef with this guy, but is Hamza. I don't know if you guys remember him, and just how bad he fell off. And the reason he fell off is because of this, of what I'm talking about, right? Without Jesus, you actually have no clue what success is. You don't even know what good or bad is. There's no epistemology. Everything is just, it's preference, right? They say success is when you make this amount of money. But then the next month they'll say, no, no, that's not success. It's actually raising a family. But then the next month they'll say, no, 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 it's actually how many girls you can sleep with. No, 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 but it's actually, they have no clue. It's an ever-changing landscape. We have an objective framework in which we can pull from. What is that? Okay, well, to serve God, right? We have Jesus' 2 commands. Maybe that's to be fruitful and multiply. Maybe that's to provide for your family. Otherwise, you're worse than an unbeliever. Maybe that's to be single as Paul was, right? Fully serving him. Maybe it's offering your body a living sacrifice. We have a framework, right? The world doesn't. And I'll be honest with you guys, I think a lot of Christians on YouTube look more like the world and are pulling more from the world's framework than the Bible's. Because I will tell you guys this, when you pull from this framework, which I'm not saying I do perfectly by any means. Heck no, we're all flawed, okay? We all compromise in different ways. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you my whole life is 100, because it's not, man. I'm not gonna BS you, of course it's not. But I'll tell you guys this, the more you stick to this, the more you will stick out like a sore thumb, right? So, I mean, that's really it, guys. I don't really know what I titled this video, but something along the lines of just dealing with the spiritual pressure as a Christian man, and what an honor it is. Do not ever, please examine the channels you guys are following, because if you're following a channel that just tells you to buckle, that just tells you to like, oh, don't take the responsibility, just like live up in a hill and never talk to anybody, never talk to any woman. I know some people are going to straw man me. They're going to say, David, you say that. No, no, no. I say take a temporary break to serve God fully. Heck, you might be alone forever, but guess what? There's a big difference, because if and God sends you a wife and sees that you're fit, we don't reject that. The MGTOW guys, the red pill guys, God may be, I don't think he is, but God may be sending them a really good opportunity, a really good woman, a really good family, but because of their stubbornness and pride, they're saying, nope, nope, no, too scary. No, no, there's a big difference. Make no mistake. I am not in the same boat as that. You're on your single arc. You're serving God. You're content. But if and when God says, hey man, it's time to go to the next chapter, which will scare the crap out of you too, you do that. You do that, right? You understand? Big difference, guys. So I really don't know what I titled this, but dealing with the spiritual pressure, man, and what a blessing it is to be overwhelmed by what we once prayed for. And this is all new to me, man. I have gained such a respect for you dads out there, man. But more importantly, not only dads, biblical dads. If you are a Christian man, and I don't mean some lukewarm, goofy, like useless Christian man, you are a Christian man picking up your cross and you're a father, my friend, I have the utmost respect for you, and God bless you, and thank you for your service. 100%. Thank you for your service to all you men out there. This is just a blanket statement. To all you men out there, this little army that we've built up, this little tribe, for you guys really serving it on your Paul arc, maybe on your married arc. Again, guys, I'm using these words loosely, but you're a disciple, man. You're doing it. Instead of cowering and going to the EBT government handout card, you're saying, you know what? I'm going to go work 2 jobs. Instead of, oh, but marriage is too scary because there's a chance for this. You're saying, you know what, man? If God's calling me to this, I've truly vet and court this woman, and it's going to call me to deny my flesh, then you know what, God, if this is what you want, who cares what I want? God bless your service. If this comes down to, again, right, guys, whatever it is, it all comes back to discipleship. I don't give a rip what that looks like. It's going to be different for everybody, but there will be some core similar tenets and themes, you understand? So really, at the end of the day, guys, I really hope this can exhort you. I really want you guys to examine what YouTubers you are watching, because there are so many wolves in sheep's clothing, and a lot of times these men don't even realize that they're being used by the enemy. They don't realize. It's kind of like you don't know how weak you are until you find a strong guy who comes in. And I said it to myself, right? When I would do powerlifting, I would think like, I'm the top dog, right? I can squat more than everybody in my gym here. I can deadlift more. Yeah, but then when I went to a powerlifting gym, I was like the littlest dog, right? So always have men objectively better than you, more children, more spiritual authority, further in the faith, because they should be exhorting you and calling you out and like calling you higher. But too many individuals today, we just lie to ourselves, and we're the biggest fish in the pond, and then when someone does call us higher, we just get super butthurt. And yeah, and I want to make it clear here too, this is the last thing I'm going to say, this is just a little quick bonus tip. You know, yes guys, we are all called to call each other higher, but you also need spiritual receipts. Like if I'm in the gym, let's say I'm deadlifting 600 pounds and I have a guy who can deadlift 300 pounds and he tries to come over and give me advice on like how to deadlift more, I'll still listen, because maybe he's got some good points, guys. My wife always says, chew the meat, spit out the bones, right? Like hey, right? Maybe there's some good stuff here. But a lot of Christian men, and I'm saying this to hopefully not a lot of you guys, but quite a few you guys, we've grown so entitled due to feminism and egalitarianism with like eight placed medals, right? Everyone's a snowflake now, that like a lot of you guys think that your opinion matters a lot more than it does, and it doesn't. When I say listen to mentors, I mean guys who have more spiritual receipts than you, okay? No, you don't just take advice from any Joe Blow. If Joe Blow can only deadlift 2 plates, you know, hey, I appreciate the advice, but like, why can't you apply this yourself? And so when I call you guys higher, it is only because I believe, and you please test my fruit, guys, test my life. I'm not hiding nothing. It's because I have these receipts. Or if I don't, you better believe I'm working towards them. I will never, 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 and if I do, please call me out. I believe I've been pretty honest on this. I will never tell you guys to do something or to get something or to try to strive for something if I'm not doing it myself, ever. And that's what the majority of Christian YouTube is. It's just weird. Like, these guys have no receipts. It's just worldly, but they're like your teachers and mentors, and a lot of people just listen to them, and it's like, what proof do they have in their life? It doesn't make sense to me, but on TikTok and the internet today, anybody can be an expert. And heck, I've done that. I've done that when I first started, so I get it. But just be careful, guys. The Bible says few of us should teach, because there will be a stricter punishment, right? And yeah, there's no shortcut to it. So thank you guys so much. I love you all. God bless you. Have an amazing day. And thank you guys for the prayers. Thank you for any of you guys keep me in your prayers with stuff. There's a lot of stuff, and it's only going to get more, man. And that's something I'm learning as well. So thank you guys. Appreciate you. Have an amazing day, and I'll check you guys next video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. As always, there is men's coaching if you guys are interested, or you can gift into the ministry. Thank you. I love you, and I'll check you guys next video. Keep being bold, keep tending to your garden, keep growing and trekking the Badlands, and from one brother to another, your work is not in vain. Do not half-ass it. Your work's not in vain. Keep growing, man. Grow those spiritual receipts. Before in due season, if you do not reap, for in due season, if you do not faint, you shall reap. I think that's Galatians 6:7. Thank you guys. Till then, much love. Peace.